we're going to pick the top 3 teams, and then we're going to vote on those top 3 teams. So, let's hear it for Backdrop.
So
I need a minute to kind of do some math.
Okay,
here.
do some math, and then
Sort
should
of.
we just like,
Yeah, I think doing a whiteboard would
yeah,
be smart.
just kind of put some of these up here. And, where's here, marker?
John's got everything.
So, I guess you guys gotta do some math.
Yeah, I need to figure out.
I'm good.
That here now.
Do you want?
I'm kind of good too.
Here, I'll start right away. Do you
I
want
want
to
to
just
just take like the top
top 5?
5. How many we have to do? 3? And does it matter if one's the? Do we have to do anything with the context stuff, or does that not matter?
No, that's totally cool.
Okay.
Do you?
Okay, so I had the Geo Contractor. That was like probably my top one. The Stoke box. College Go-Go. I guess those are probably my. I like the remix replay, but it was like. Or are we doing 5 or?
Yeah, let's do 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we can
I'd
go.
say remix, replay, and then this Tour Me.
All right.
I have a lot of 11s.
Well,
I don't know why, but that seems to be my magic number.
I mean, what's your top
So
5?
yeah,
What's
so
your,
so let me run through them real quick. My top 5. Actually, I had remix replay got the highest score for me. This is interesting, right? Because you're kind of scoring on the fly, and you don't have a lot of time to think about it. So it's as I'm looking at these, I'm kind of like sometimes I feel a little different
Well,
about.
you want to readjust them.
Yeah, it's
right?
kind of what I'm trying to do on the fly here. So the next one would probably be. I think the College Go-Go idea is probably number 2. Backdrop seemed actually pretty cool to me. Oh, you know what? Shit. Put Geo Contract as
3rd.
yeah, 3rd. And then Backdrop, and then we'll do Tour Me. Actually, you know what? Yeah, that's fine.
Tour Me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Remix. Stokebox. Geo.
Yeah, this is hard, man. There's
And then I had a tie between Backdrop and Tour Me.
Yeah. Interesting.
So what are the outliers?
Tour Me was like exactly there. We've got
Yeah, right.
remix, like sort of swap.
Yeah.
Stoke boxes.
So-
is second.
College Go-Go, you didn't have that one. So Remix is on all 3, right? We've got
How did I
2
miss
up
it?
top and then 1 here. We have
So the
Geo.
criteria are these
Stoke
3
box.
things, right? Customer validation,
Yep.
the business model.
How much time do we have to do this?
15.
You have 15 minutes, so we're gonna reconvene at 8.
We're good.
15? Yeah, fine.
Plenty of time. So
If you guys finish earlier, just let me know.
customer validation, right?
Yep.
The business model, the execution. So
So should we pick the ones just kind of glancing at this that are standouts?
Yeah.
Write
yeah,
them
remix.
Yeah, let's write
Stoke
them
box.
down.
So yeah, it was
I
not.
wouldn't
It
say
was
the
the next one.
Yeah.
Stoke box wasn't on mine actually.
Wasn't on yours at all.
Well, it's close, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it just
So
didn't,
let's
didn't make
put-
that shortcut, you know?
Yeah.
What- What was the college go-go? Is it fair to say like,
Oh man. I liked Remix. I just
So let's talk about
for
each
me,
one with
for
the
me,
three pieces.
like, I felt like, so for me, Remix was good. I just felt like execution, it was not, they didn't have a complete product. And I know, I mean, it's hard because they had
Yeah.
to develop a game, right?
right?
But it was like, seemed like very rudimentary, where some of these other ones, you know, like even the Stoke box, like, they could just launch that today, and that's a product. Like, I mean, it's there, right? I mean, there's not much more that has to be done, so I think execution-wise, that was really good.
So are we measuring how well they did this weekend or actual opportunity? Like that was the question that I
Well,
asked.
part of it's
That's
about
a
the
good
weekend, right? I
question.
mean, I think
I
the,
think it's
the
about this
execution
weekend,
is about
right?
this weekend, but the business
Yeah.
model and the validation and stuff like that's kind
Those are
of,
more long
you know,
term.
maybe
Yeah,
a
that's
little more
longer
long term,
term.
right? I got this. Their demo was kind of weird. The Remix replay. I saw the demo before, and
Yeah.
what the stuff he was doing was just didn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't
But
like...
conceptually, I can see where it's
Sure.
going, and the fact that they got a 2D platform scroller thing going.
I thought their
It's
presentation was
HTML5,
great.
right? You know, so it'll work on mobile too
Yeah.
today. I agree with that too.
They kind of came with that, though, I believe.
Yeah.
How did you score? So let's go through and just the execution, since it is partly about this weekend, and that is reflective in execution. What did you score Geo Contractor for execution?
I gave him a 5, because I thought...
Stoke
I
box?
thought, Stoke box, 5.
College Go-Go?
5.
Remix Replay?
That was a 4 for me.
And then Tour Me?
Tormy was 4. Might even be a
No.
3. That's
Uh,
like
Remix-
really at the bottom of my
Remix is
list.
5.
Like, I
College Go-Go's
my
5.
least favorite.
Geo Contract was 4. Backdrop. Where's Backdrop? 5. And Tour Me a 3.
Remix.
Did you guys give 5s to anybody on customer validation or business model?
Customer validation of business model.
I gave 5 to Remix on the business model.
Yes, I did too. That was, and then Stoke box too. I mean, they
Yeah.
had that one
Yeah.
pretty much
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
And that was it for me. Actually, no one on customer validation.
Yeah.
Well, I had Tormy. I don't remember why.
I had Tour Me too.
I had Tormy as a 5 on customer validation. I don't really remember yet.
I did because they got to the realization that the data was the
Oh,
most important
right,
thing.
right.
So I
Well,
thought
that
was
they went to. They
interesting.
actually went to.
They went to the zoo, they
zoo
spent a lot of time
and-
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
No, they
That's
definitely
why.
did that.
So they did get a 5 for that.
I gotta be honest though, I don't know if Tour Me is.
It's not.
Yeah,
to me,
I don't
it's
think
not.
it's
like,
not top 3,
Yeah,
right?
it's low.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that. But
Alright.
they're not. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
I mean,
win.
that would be like if we couldn't agree on any
Right.
of the other 3.
Well, let's do this,
Because
right?
we
So-
definitely have them as a solid, like, whatever, 5.
Right, so we can assume that these are probably our top 4.
Yes.
Of these,
I
which
agree.
one's the lowest? And then we'll focus on those 3 and figure out what order, right?
Boy, that's tough.
It's tough. I agree.
That is really tough because they were really the best out of all of these.
So which one do we think
Um,
can be the best viable business, right? I think, so me personally, I think very doable, very doable, very doable. I think they're gonna, technology-wise, I think they have a little bit of a
but
struggle.
I think this is a big, like, I love things that,
I think it's a huge idea.
I think it's a huge opportunity because it's so, like,
Right.
the technology isn't there, that I
But
think
it's-
it's a
it's
huge
coming, though.
opportunity.
I think it's coming though, right? That's
It's
the thing.
coming.
Yeah.
And like this is definitely like the most viable thing. I think still it was a little wishy-washy with like I guess they're gonna make $280 per student off of like their affiliate program, kind of. And if everything went well, off of all these students, but you know, obviously there's marketing, there's all this stuff to even get your name out there. This one too, like this one I thought was like the best complete product overall. Had a great plan, like they had all that. I would say they didn't necessarily have customer validation besides like I'm a mom and I would like to do this, but I do know other moms that
Yeah.
haven't been in that situation.
So
The
these
only
guys,
thing with these guys that I have a problem with is that I don't believe, like, even though they can launch this, there's the competition, and I don't know how well the competition does. Like,
Right.
does anyone even, would they do this?
well, so Stovebox has probably by far the most passionate user base
correct.
Right.
of
Correct.
anybody, right?
Correct.
So they can either kill it
Yes.
or not.
or
Yep.
kick
Right?
it.
I mean,
Sure.
or they're buried by somebody who's already killing it,
Yeah.
right? And that's an interesting problem.
Yeah, and the ones that I know in the space are more like not. The remix one is the one that, like, if they execute
nailed
it,
it.
it could be like,
Huge.
Right.
you know, it could be Zynga or like the next whatever, right?
For sure. I mean, I think it's a
There are
huge.
people that are already making their own games, right? Platforms that are already making their own games, like for
Yeah.
easy, simple.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the
there's
other
definitely
thing is
there's
I'm
even
not
games
too
that have been
familiar.
released that allow you to build on them.
I thought best presentation would go possibly to them. Like they nailed everything
Yeah.
as far as like business model and, you know, customer validation and sort of all that stuff. The data was there, you know, so that was good. The only low part for me was execution,
So let's.
and just because
I wonder if we should-
because other people had like actual stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Did all four of these have working products? So if a big chunk of this is building something this weekend, did all four of
Okay,
them
so
actually
that's
have?
a great. So I would say there was a product, there's a product, there was a product. This one, obviously, there's a product, there was a site you could sign up for, but, you know, I don't know
Yeah, I
about
don't
the
know if it's
service
site,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
There was for this.
Yes. They had the site, remember?
Which-
You logged into it, and I mean, I don't know how in depth it went, like, hooked into Amazon, but
Yeah.
I know that that's where they were pulling the product from.
37, 37, 33.
So, Remix, 37.
Remix 39, and then the other two, Geo and Stovebox, are 37, and College was 33. It's interesting.
I'm fine with that order.
Yeah, so now we gotta pick 2 and 3. Which one
I
is
just,
that?
I mean, the college go-go, the business model just seemed odd. Like the whole affiliate thing, like you're not gonna.
Pinterest, right?
But no, I mean,
So I
you
just
wanna have-
I just put my order up. You guys do the same.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's actually how it laid out for me.
I actually like that.
I only put Stovebox above this, and the reason being is because, I mean, getting a mom that is passionate and wants clothes, like, it seems a lot easier to move as a market
For
than
sure.
the construction space.
No, I
But I
yeah,
think-
with that.
You know, landing a good number of these is sometimes easier than
Yeah.
getting, like you were saying, or I think you were saying 2% of moms with a child under 5, that's the market we're in, is 5 to 18, and that's hard as can be, like we're struggling with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with 1, 2, 3 or 1, 3, 2 for sure.
I just know the contractor piece. It's too bad too because I like the college idea, but I'm
I do too. I think they kind of faltered on their
Yeah.
pitch a bit though, right? I mean,
yeah.
and they had, you know,
Definitely.
serious technical issues and stuff like that, so.
I would go with that order.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right,
Remix.
I think
it
we
is,
got
huh?
it. 1,
Do
2,
you
3.
like the games? Does anyone here play games?
No, but see, that was
Yeah,
interesting to
it's
me. is
time for games,
I'm
right?
not a gamer,
Yeah.
but the
I
idea
used
of,
to be, but.
I mean, I
just
have
don't
one
anymore.
game on my entire phone, but the way she pitched it of like, look,
I
this-
agree.
I played as a child, then it
Yeah.
became way too complicated.
Yeah.
Like immediately that resonated with